What if the cortisol issues we have as menopausal women had nothing to do with exercise and it had more to do with the things we're not doing to support our body through exercise? I've had my fair share of women accuse me of, putting my body in harm's way because I'm a runner at 58, almost 59 years old, and I shouldn't be doing that anymore. And it's not safe for women to run post-menopause and yada, yada, yada. And I just don't believe that that is actually a true situation for women in menopause. So today I want to talk about some things that you can do to support your body with an exercise, or what I like to call train smart lifestyle, so that your body can have all the things that it needs to support what it is that you enjoy doing in your life. And for a lot of women, that is exercising. So I think the advice on exercise goes hand in hand with the advice on fasting and nutrition and all the other, advices we get from people on the internet. And I believe it's really the woman's individual right to decide what is best for her and her body and the life that she wants to live. So I am not shy about the fact that I love running. I have been running since I've been in high school. It's going to take a lot for me to stop running, probably just physically not able to do it anymore. It is emotionally good for me. It is mentally good for me, and it is physically good for me. But what I have noticed as I've gotten older is that I really do need to support my body in different ways to maintain the energy and stamina and all of the things that I want to get from my running. I don't want my body to break down. And so I want you to fill in whatever activity it is you like to do for running, because not everyone has to be a runner. So whatever it is that you really enjoy doing, think about that and how it is you're supporting your body and paying your body back so that it can continue to show up for you. So we do know as we age, we have this issue with muscles, right? And we know that we need to do very specific things to maintain our muscle mass, not only for, longevity, but to just support our body, overall. And so I always recommend that you're doing some sort of strength training or something that you can do to maintain that muscle mass on your body and maintain some of that strength as well. So I love to do specific strength training that does support what I love, and that is running. When I've made that mindset shift, I need to strength train so that I can continue running, I really did fall in love with strength training because I could see how it could keep me in the game longer with my passion for running. So what is it that you do, and how can you incorporate specific strength training, exercises or specific strength training modalities so that you can support what it is that you love doing as well? And then we also need to consider nutrition as well, right? So a lot of us here do intermittent fasting. And as I have amped up my exercising, I have brought down my fasting window just because I need more of a window to support what I'm asking of my body and my fitness. And so I need more time to consume more nutrients. And so I do have specific days where I fast a little shorter. And then on my rest days, I really take advantage of not asking so much of my body on those days, and I fast longer. So this last week, I just fasted for 23 hours on my rest day. Felt fantastic. It was super easy to fast. And then when I went right back into my routine on Wednesday, everything was great. I felt very rested. I felt very supported, and I felt like my body had an opportunity to heal itself. So you can start to play around with your fasting window as well to pay your body back as far as maybe repairing and healing itself. Or on the days when you're doing a little bit more, you can shorten that fasting window to support whatever it is you need to put back in your body nutritionally because you asked of it through some exercise. And then the third thing I want you to think about, if exercise is something that you really find important, which I hope you do in your everyday life, is how are we supporting ourselves through supplementation? And so nutrition is more of the macronutrient side of things as far as, your protein and your fats and your carbohydrates. But there are some things we want to look at micronutrient wise and supplementing some vitamins and minerals to make sure that we're supported as well, because we also know that aging really is just cellular decline, right? Our cells are just aging as well. And what can we do to support that cellular aging and have an opportunity to reverse some of that as well? So we want to make sure that we're getting our electrolytes in, maybe taking a multivitamin, doing the things that you need to do with maybe some magnesium support to support, some muscle recovery. I am a big fan of taking creatine and glutamine, and I do take amino acids to also help support not only the muscle recovery and body recovery from working out, but I also use amino acids as a way to supplement the protein demands of my body as a woman who's working out as well. So I think for a lot of women, if you feel like your body's taking the toll because you're continuing to exercise, I want you to do a little inventory of your life and really look at ways that you're supporting what it is you're asking of your body through exercise, and how can you supplement or put into your body so that it has everything that it needs to continue to support the movement or training that it is that you want to do in your life. Aging should not be the thing that is limiting us in anything that we are choosing to do for ourselves, especially something like exercise, because the benefits for us as aging women are just phenomenal, right? We don't want to have to give that up. But we do have to think about the fact that we are a body who is aging. And so that might just mean we need to add in a little bit more recovery. We might need to add in a little bit more supplementation. We might need to add in a little bit more nutrition and really focus on our macronutrients and where they are coming from, like what quality we're eating, as well as what quantity we're eating. And do those things support what it is we're taking out of our body through the demands of exercise? And then the last thing that I want to talk about, and I talk about it a lot here, is making sure that you're doing the appropriate exercise for you. Again, there's all kinds of warnings that strangers are going to send your way on the internet about what it is they think you should and shouldn't be doing without even knowing who you are or what your likes and dislikes are and what your lifestyle is. So the most important thing, especially when it comes to cortisol, right? Because that cortisol is just a stress hormone, is find something you really enjoy doing. Find something that helps you relax in your life. Running for me is the thing that helps me emotionally, mentally, and physically. If I'm having a bad day, I go out for a run, everything gets better. If I stopped running because some stranger on the internet told me it was bad for me, I believe, and I've had seasons of my life where I have stepped away from running, I would be a hot mess. That cannot help my cortisol levels. I cannot help my stress levels at all. So I use exercising to help keep me normalized, right? And stress-free. So figure out what that activity is for you as well. And then make sure you're doing it in a way that helps you reach the goals you have for yourself or what it is that you say that you want. So for me and running, I am a very slow endurance runner. That's what I enjoy the best. And I have found that when I keep my body in that lower intensity heart rate, and yes, I do track it, that I do recover and rebound from a long run a lot faster than if I go out and hit a race pace or really push my body hard. So again, that might be one of those things that you just have to think about. And for me, it was like, I would rather stay in the running game and slow things down and just enjoy a nice, slow, steady zone 2, zone 3 run than go out and feel like I have to race pace every run and then break my body down because it's just too high of a demand for me. So you might have to make some adjustments to your exercise as well, or figure out what it is that you say that you really want for yourself. If I was in a race season and I was out with the goal of trying to win my age group in some road race somewhere, I would be training differently. But for me, running is what I enjoy to do. I want to do it for the long haul. So I've pulled back a little bit so that I can stay in the game. What is it that you might have to adjust so you can stay in the game of the passion that you have for exercise as well? So exercise might not be the thing that's causing cortisol problems for you. And maybe you don't even have cortisol problems, but everybody's just telling you that you are because you're a woman of a certain age. I had my cortisol tested. My cortisol levels are just fine. Maybe you need to pay attention to what it is you're giving your body after you've asked of it. What are you paying your body back with? Are you resting? Are you recovering? Are you stretching? Are you eating properly? Are you supplementing with the correct things so that your body has the time to recover? Like I said, from what you're asking of it. We have to give back. We can't just keep taking away from our body and expecting it to hold up for us. There's a little bit of a give and take here that we have to have. And we should have always been doing that. But I know in my younger years, I didn't take care of my body the way I probably should have. I just had youth on my side and I got really lucky. I don't want to take that chance in my 50s and 60s. I want to stay in the game. I want to stay healthy, and I want to make sure that I don't get injured. And I want exercise to be the positive outcome of what it is that I'm doing so that I can age successfully. So if you're a woman who enjoys your exercising, whatever it is, don't let strangers on the internet talk you out of it and tell you that it's a bad thing if you really enjoy it. But it might be time to reevaluate how it is you're showing up for yourself, how it is you're paying your body back, and maybe some modifications you might have to make just because of the season of life that you're in. Exercise is one of the things that we need to really focus on in the trifecta to aging successfully. So we don't want to have to give it up, especially if we're enjoying it. So take some time, evaluate what it is you're doing, evaluate your body's response, evaluate what brings you joy, and then create a plan for yourself so you can stay in the game. If you are a woman who's looking for a group of like-minded women who are working through all of these things in this season of life as well, I would love to invite you to look at our Midlife Mindset Shift group coaching program, where we talk about all things for women who are going through this season of change and really wanting to create a life for themselves where they get to age the way they want to age. No one dictating to them what they're supposed to do. They define it, they create it, they live it out. All the information will be included in the description box below, and I'll also include a link up here for you as well. Thanks for joining me in today's video. Please do me a favor. In the description box below, let me know what your passion exercise is, or what it is you absolutely love doing to keep your body moving and physically fit. I guarantee you there's going to be someone else in our community who's just like you. And that's the whole point of having this community, is to find women who are living just like us.